that kind of mindset. We got to go away from that, man. Got to go
Okay.
away from that, because like, you know, remember I mentioned when I talked about history, the sort of overtones, the undertones. Right now, the overtone that many people see is that America is on fire. Cities across the country are being burnt and looted. Law enforcement is being disgraced and attacked. Wokeism is infiltrating every single institution, from the school board to the governments to corporations. We have a president who is being very coy towards a dictator from across the sea who is saying cyber attacks on our nation. A lot of people look at America right now. You've got a maniacal vice president who appears to not have any semblance of really care or compassion in her heart. Seems all cold and all set. I mean, you have a lot of things right now. You got a border that's out of control. You got a lot of things right now. I can go on and on and on that are making people. You got this offset. The Second Amendment is being assaulted, as we saw yesterday. They're making a lot of people just mortified, mortified. But that's the overtone of history. What you got on the undertone, on the ground level, you got people who are willing to organize and are willing to say that America is a good country. You got mothers and brothers and sisters and neighbors who can still get up every morning and say, hello, how you doing? How's life going? I love you. You're my sister. You're my brother. I don't even know you, but I still love you. You got parents who are taking responsibility for their children's education, and by doing that, actually getting more involved in their children's lives and not letting them be taught by the school system solely, which increases parental involvement. And parental involvement can really, as we so know statistically, can really bring down the levels of certain activities that are destructive to teenagers, like getting in gangs and stuff. You've got so much positive. You've got more economic prosperity in this era of human existence than ever before. You've got the ability to start, if you live in America, the ability to start any kind of startup you want, even if it's a silly idea. It's like Zuckerberg started his Facebook from a college dorm room. Even if it's a silly idea, if you have a computer and internet access, you can basically start a career for yourself. And this is the only period in the world, of history in the world, where you can quite literally be a 14-year-old and become a millionaire because you sat down and you played a computer game for a few hours and you compete in some tournaments. There is so much good in this world. There is so much good in this country. And that's not to say ignore the bad. That's to say give the bad some context. The bad don't stand on their own. The bad does not define this period in history. What defines this period in history is what you are willing to do with your life and how much of an example you're willing to be to other people. That's how you save anything. That's how you save yourself. That's how you save a community. That's how you save anything. And if people continue to embody that mindset, America is going to continue to be A-okay. Because even in some of our most wretched times, we've still had love. We've still had compassion. We've still had care. We've still had voluntary cooperation. And those things, love, compassion, voluntary cooperation, those three things are basically what allowed America to make it to this point. And I don't think we're ever going to lose those things. There are plenty of people in this country who are salt of the earth people, who are not really politically active, who just want to make an honest living, build up a future for their kids, for themselves, and retire. And there are so many more of those people, millions more of those people, than there are the activists in Seattle, the activists in Salt Lake, the activists in Dallas, Austin rather, the activists in Washington, D.C., the activists in New York City, who want to burn everything down. There are so many more people who just want to be left alone and just want to be left to pursue their own life. Those people are an example of what we all not only can be, but should be. So I'm not looking forward to prison camps. I'm looking forward to more examples of love and cooperation that emerge from the brilliance of the American experiment. I'm looking forward to a colorfully united society that is a brilliant tapestry of pluralistic difference, where we can all have our own individual identities and yet be still united under a single heritage, under a single idea that guides us into the future. I'm looking forward to that, 100%. And I think you should look forward to that too, even if it doesn't seem likely right now. Again, faith is the evidence of things not seen. It's the evidence of things not seen.